Alright, hello everybody. I'm Night Owl Gaming, and we're getting into Sun Haven. Now, it's been a while since I've played, honestly. I got really into it when it first came out, and at the time there weren't a lot of, cosmetic expansions, especially, so that was part of some of the mods I wanted to get into, but I'm excited to start another profile with all of these updates. Now, as Night Owl, I figured, okay, I don't typically do this, but I'm going to try a run of Sun Haven as an Amari. Before, I've played as a demon, an angel, and an elemental. And so I was kind of nervous because I didn't know if they had a bird one, but I was like, duh, of course they're going to have a bird option. So I'm going to try to get it as close to an owl as I can. Usually the Animari bird types are some sort of eagle or a peacock, something pretty overstated, but I think that an owl would be really cool. Another cool thing about Sun Haven is they give you these presets for different character types. If you're very new to fantasy and you're, maybe coming from a game like Stardew Valley, another farm sim, and it feels overwhelming to make a full character from scratch, those presets are awesome to start. So I got my trademark red hair, and what? Okay, apparently, not that it's incorrect, but the hair that is most like my actual hair is called Edgy Rocker. I think I'm gonna roll with it though. I think I'm gonna accept that as a compliment from the devs and take a positive spin on it, because I don't see anything else that really screams Night Owl. Metal Pixie is kind of cool, but it's not fully shaved like my hair is. Now I'm picking the beak shape. I went back and forth on that a lot. I think I might change it, but I think I do settle back on this one in the end. And the wing shapes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Once I figured out that you can have tails as well, obviously they have tail feathers, but I was having a little bit of a hard time kind of picturing how I wanted the feathers to overlap in the back. That might be a limit of the 8-bit nature. I wish you could kind of alter the perspective to see it better. Here we go. Are you almost done, Mom? You can't be late for the train. This is Lynn. Just a moment, Lynn. If you don't take your time, the metal will warp. You know that. I know, I just wouldn't want to miss the train, that's all. What's wrong, Lynn? Well, nothing. It's just, I don't know if I'm ready to move so far from home yet. Sun Haven is a whole day's ride away. It is a pretty long time. Oh, Lynn, you'll be fine. You already put everything into the new home for me at Sun Haven. You didn't even have a cake for your birthday because of me. Don't worry about things like that. Your future is bright. You should be excited for it. Sun Haven is home to Solon, one of the world's greatest blacksmiths. You're going to meet new people and see new things. Who knows? You might even get married. Wow, pushy much. Married? That's right. This isn't just a chance to grow as a blacksmith, Lynn. You'll do a lot of growing up, too. Sun Haven is a legendary town. There's a reason so many people go there. Now come here. It's done. What's done? Try it on quickly. We have to get going. Grandma's old pauldrons. For me? It's a really cool thing to hand down. I have wider shoulders than you, but I think I've made the adjustments properly. They're reminders of where you came from and what you're working for. Your grandmother passed them down to me when I began my blacksmith journey. You did perfectly. Thank you, Mother. I'm really going to miss everyone. Grandma and Grandpa and all the villagers. All the villagers that I can't remember their names. We're all going to miss you too, Lynn. But we're expecting great things from you. No, it's time. We need to get going. Right, let's go. Oh my, so many people. I hope there's a place for me to sit. There are a lot of people on this train. The train's pretty big. Sorry, lady, these seats are occupied. This is an interesting, sort of like city stereotype versus living in the country. Sorry to bother you. And honestly, in my experience, it is correct to a degree. Hello, I'm sorry to bother, but is this seat taken? Sorry, lady, these seats are spoken for. They are clearly empty. Are you sure? There doesn't seem to be any, that's what I'm saying. Empty seats. It's okay. Never mind. No, the rain cloud above her head is so sad. I will help you, Lynn. I guess I could try one more time. Look, it's me! Night Owl. Such majestic wings and edgy rocker hair. Sorry to bother, but is this seat taken? Oh, if you don't mind me asking, are you an Amari? I am. I'm sorry, I hope that wasn't a rude question. I've heard stories of the Amari people in my village. It's alright, have a seat. Thank you. I wasn't expecting to share a train ride with an Amari, but it's quite the pleasant surprise. So is that a charm on your belt? People from my village wear charms all the time. What does yours mean? I like to think it's a charm to spark adventure. Adventure? Maybe I should have gotten a charm to help me on my adventure. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Lynn. If you don't mind me asking, are you heading to Sunhaven? Yeah! You are heading there too? If that's where you're headed, they'll make us neighbors. I'd be neighbors with you any day, friend. Is that so? Well, I'd like to be neighbors with you any day. By the way, my name is Lynn. What's yours? It's Night Owl. That's a very unique name. It truly is. It's really not, but that's okay. Oh my, you're from Great City. How exciting. I come from a village in the eastern region. It's a lot smaller than Sunhaven. I wonder if you've heard the rumors. It's that monster folk have been spotted in recent times around Sunhaven, and that deep in the forest, there's a city of darkness where all sorts of monster folk live. That's the rumor, but I'm sure it's only rumors. Sunhaven must have monsters. After all, they have their very own guardian dragon protecting it. Well, it sure got dark quite suddenly, didn't it? Did you bring a light? I can't see a thing. What happened to the light? Just stay calm, it'll be okay. What was that? I'm not sure, but I think we're safe now. Don't you love it's like the person who is screaming and actively freaking out is like, be calm! We can't be too far from Sunhaven now, can we? We should be arriving soon. Now arriving at Sunhaven, we seem to have encountered some strange dark fog, so be careful when you step off the train. Whoa. Purple mist is, or the fog I guess, is so... It's really pretty if I didn't understand that it has like an ominous undertone. But I do like the shade of purple. My goodness, what happened? Our train was hit by a wave of darkness. We saw the cloud of darkness sweeping across the land. Finally stopped here at the train station. Trains won't be able to come through, but that can wait. Are either of you hurt? It's quite frightening, but no one was hurt. What is that darkness? That's a good question. Lucia, what should we do about the train station? Nathaniel, I don't like your vibe. I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling. You guys feel the same. The darkness, whatever it is, looks like it isn't going anywhere or causing any harm. Let's keep an eye on it for the moment. Alright. Oh, my apologies. You both seem to have arrived under an unusual circumstance. I'm Lucia, Archmage. And in charge of Sunhaven, you must be our new apprentice, Blacksmith Lynn. And that would make you Night Owl, right? It's a lovely place. Thank you for the compliment. As leader of Sunhaven, I like to keep on top of things. It's good to meet you both. Take my word that you have nothing to fear in Sunhaven. It's our sworn duty to keep the people safe no matter what. Don't worry, I'll face this darkness. I'll need... Oh god. Frederick, my sword! Nathaniel? Yeah, there's nobody next to you, my guy. This feels like a guy who, like, takes Ren Fair way too seriously. Like, there's LARPing and then there's Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Nathaniel? 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 Nathaniel. Guys, I don't think he knows what I'm saying. It's clearly too heavy for him. Thank you, Frederick. Looks like a sword will work. We need time to research and come up with a solution. You may be right. Sword probably isn't the best thing to fight dark magic clouds with. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I'll post some guards to keep watch. Alright, Frederick, false alarm, you're dismissed. And now he has to take that really heavy sword on him. I believe in you, Frederick. You can do it. Also, Frederick? Friedrich? I guess it would be Ederick if the I was in the first part of it, but I think it's just Frederick. And now he's angry. He's a great kid. After his apprenticeship ends, he'll make a fine guard. All in good time. Yeah, if he doesn't kill you first. Speaking of good time, maybe it's a good time to show our new citizens to their homes. I think you're right, Captain. After what they've been through, I think a rest is in order. Come with me, Night Owl. Your farm is waiting. Welcome again to Sunhaven, Night Owl. Well, thanks for having me. Despite how adventurous your arrival here was, I'm sure we'll have it all figured out soon. Here we are, Night Owl. First things first, though, you need to decide where your home will be. Go ahead and pick a spot. Just so you know, the path we're standing on leads directly into Sunhaven. You can place it to the bridge if you'd like to be close to town. I would like to be close to town. I can see some pretty nice spots over there, but it's all up for you to decide. Good luck and farewell for now. Out of here! Get off my lawn. Alright. Well, problem is, I don't have an axe or anything yet, so I can only place the house where there's not already current obstructions. So I can't actually place it right next to the bridge because I can't move me crafting table because I don't have a pickaxe or an axe. Okay, so then, well, I forgot about those things. Okay, that's another. Alright. Where? Okay. I would prefer it closer to the water, but again, I cannot do it over there. What about? Yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I will need a house demolition kit later on to move it. I don't give a shit. Nice. He's not much, but oh! Knock, knock. Look at you up and at him already. You're really committed to this farming gig, huh? That's great. Wow. What are you doing here, madam? Where'd my manners gone? My name is Anne, and I happen to be Sunhaven's most distinguished merchant. Speaking of which, can't help but notice you don't seem to have any farm tools or seeds. Get to the chase. I want to make a deal with you. Okay. I call it Anne's ready-to-go farm kit. 150 coins final offer. I ain't born yesterday. There's no relationship stronger than one born in business. I don't know about that. You gave me some shite tools, but it's better than no tools, I suppose. The seeds went into my inventory as well. So I'm going to plant these. The first crop we start with is wheat. Wheat, similar to Minecraft. One of the first things you'll end up planting. Now that I have pickaxe, I can make some more room for an actual, like, farming space in front of a house. And I slice the grass. Grass. Also, like every game I end up playing, dude, I get such an appreciation for the music. The music is very thematic in that there's like ties of whimsy and like fantastical harmony when you think of the sounds of fantasy movies. It can get into that, like, if you know music theory, like a modal sort of a tone. The instrumentation is a bunch of varied textures. It sounds outdoors. Like, I don't know, there's so much that I appreciate in the sound design and the music composition and of video games that helps bring every element to life and amplify your immersion. As I go through all of these different cozy games, that's the one unifying element, is that they all do a really good job of getting you in the zone. I mean, the Stardew Valley soundtrack is a banger. Every single one is an insanely well-written piece of music. And same with the Sunhaven seasonal music. I really, really like it as well. Now I water me crops. I got 1, 2, 3, then I'm done, yeah. Okay. What I need to do now, as everybody's first part of their journey in a farm sim, is clean up the main area of the land and start my own, like, stockpile of resources. I get really craft heavy when I do these types of games, and I like to get very organized and have a chest for each category. I get kind of OCD about it, I will say, but in the beginning, we're just gonna shove everything in one chest that we can get in one day. In Sunhaven, you don't have, like, an endurance meter. You are limited with just how sharp your tools are, meaning, like, as you upgrade them, but you can't do anything to increase the speed at which you chop. I think until later on in some elements of your skill tree, but not enough. That's like a huge upgrade. So what helps you not use or overuse your resources is that limitation. Because otherwise, you know, you could just literally spend an entire day chopping trees. And maybe in Stardew or other farm sim games, in Dinkum, which is another game we'll get into later on, the exhaustion meter is measured differently, and I like their mechanic too. But similar to Stardew Valley, when you try to do like a ton of things in a day, you have to go to the hot springs to relax and rejuvenate. The game doesn't let you just go forever, whereas here it does. Completed a quest. And I got the coinage, and I what should I get? I think I'm gonna get combat, because I want to start really exploring a lot of places early on, and I can live a lot longer in those places when I start off with higher combat, and so I can get more resources that way, I think. Does that make sense? No? Nice job, farmer, not bad. I would like to craft more stuff with my crafting bench, thank you very, very much. Crafting bench, you can turn logs into planks and other useful items anyways. I have other business to attend to. Then get out of here! Where is the store, though, before you leave? It's directly to the right of your farm. That's always nice with these farm sim games, that they typically have you on a direct path to the center of town or wherever you need to go most often for the beginning parts of your resources. It's the same way in Fields of Mystria. That is a northern road to get to where you need to go, but this one is similar to Stardew Valley, where it is an eastern path to go towards the center of town. Yeah, I'm gonna plant the stuff and get the wheat and ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Live my life however I want. I will, and I don't have to pay anybody. I can just be a farmer. I don't need to charge nothing. Nada. Okay. Back to cleaning up the farm. Now that I've got my resources, let's see. I can make some wood planks, which I do need to craft a chest. The goal is to be able to make a chest so that I can put all of my stuff in there and free up some space in my inventory. So that way when I go explorating, I can put everything I find there in me pockets. I chop the tree, I chop the tree, I chop the tree, chop the tree. I like how it shows the tree with like a life bar. I find it kind of funny. Typically when you're like fighting like a boss or like a little enemy, you can see their like HP or their life bar, and as you attack them it goes down. But to see that for when you're like chopping trees down and stone, it's a good way to see how your upgraded tools are like exponentially getting faster, because you'll see that bar go down faster. But it's funny to imagine that every resource gathering hunt is like a little mini boss battle with all of the trees. You know, I would never fight a tree, I would never. But I guess if you're chopping them down, you are combating with the tree. Now I chop more trees. 'cause that's what I need. Tickets. Aha! I haven't said anything about the tickets pop-up. These tickets aren't worth anything here, but they might be valuable elsewhere. So, there are multiple currency sources in Sunhaven, and as you unlock different adjoining areas, you will get to spend those currencies, and one of the currencies is tickets. Definitely keep all of them. Level 3 exploration, let's go! So, as you are leveling up, you can do your skill trees typical to any sort of like farm sim or RPG game, but you need multiple amounts of points per upgrade. Stardew, once you get to a level, you can pick one or two like specialties or 2 different options for each of those like per skill upgrades. For Sunhaven, it's closer to the typical like RPG style game where you need sometimes multiple points to get one upgrade if it's a really good upgrade, but it's still in the same level class. Like if I get to the next level of farming upgrades, one of them might be 1 upgrade point, but one of them might be 3 upgrade points, even though they're in the same category, just because what they do is slightly different, and maybe it pays off better in the later run. So really being open to different builds, and it may take you a while to figure out what type of farm you want. If you're gonna be doing mainly livestock, then don't spec into the farming power-ups, and vice versa. Now with these planks, I can make even more things. Now when I get into crafting, I love to get into cookery, so seeing all those baking stations, the cooking pot, all of that, I'm like, that's what I want to do. But we have to start with other things first. Easier things that don't require resources I don't quite have access to yet. Speaking of, whether you want to do livestock or traditional farming, I do think that having at least a small farm with animals, like a smaller animal portion to the other farms, is good because you'll want to be able to make base level recipes to improve relationships with people. But yes, this is also the skill tree thing, as I was saying. Different levels of those skills require different amounts of points, but they don't always build up in the way that you think they will. Sometimes it is about like playing the long game with these skill trees. I'm grabbing all my planks. And now I can make a chest. So I'll be able to put my resources up. And until then, I will continue to just slave away at cleaning the farm. But that is the life of a farmer. I remember how overwhelmed I was when I first played Stardew Valley with how much you have to clean up once you get the farm, but that really helps prepare me for all of these other farm sims that have you do that too. And it makes sense because if you were just going to a free piece of land from a town that was perfectly manicured and already taken care of, why would they give it to you? They would sell it to you or to somebody. So it thematically, narratively, it might be a pain in the ass, but it makes sense. Makes sense. I got a bunch of planks. I got a chest. Yeah! So, now, where the heck to put it? Everything that I want to put in the chest, I'm going to get out of my inventory for right now. Ah, yes, spring token. There are also little currencies that show up seasonally for the town, for Sunhaven specifically. And as you collect them, there will be a store that opens up that you can spend that currency at to get special seasonal items. It's very cute. Make sure you keep all of that too. And you'll notice that as I'm chopping things down or cracking open the rocks, those currency things come from them. So it is like a reward for just doing things in general in the game. Another currency I haven't talked about yet is mana orbs. And you can see them all on the upper right bar. You can see coins, and then the mana orbs, and then the tickets. And you can also see that of the 6 barn animals or coop animals that I can have so far at my level, I have 0 of them. And of the 4 fishing traps I have none yet, but I'm hoping to build up those numbers soon. Unicorn hair tuft, that's very cool. I honestly forgot what that's for and what it does. So we'll have to see. Now, I do like the map in Sunhaven in that when you hover over a location, it shows you where it is immediately. It just hones into it. Versus, you know, having to know where it is in each section of the town and then be like, okay, I know that I think the library's in the southeastern part of town, so I'm looking over there and I can't find the library, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's in there? What's it there? I wish there was just a glossary that I could pick from. Alrighty. Time to go to the store. Wait, that's not the store. That's somebody's house. I'm sorry. Not to go to the store. That's Lynn's house. Wait, apple tree. Yes, you can do communal harvesting. You know what I've learned, kid? The early bird catches the lemon and makes it into lemonade. What? Who told you that? Oh man, are you drunk? Might be drunk, guys. This must be it. The Sunhaven General Store. I better head inside and see what they've got. Yeah, you better. Alright. Let me finally get this out of the way. Map. I saw the map. You gotta be that new neighbor people are talking about. Welcome to the general store. Oh, wait. I love this guy, you guys. Emmett's the best. There we go. Anyway, I'm Emmett. I work here. And the farming shop. And the fishing store. And the inn. I'm everywhere. I heard people say you're supposed to be a farmer. Our furniture stock also changes every day. Be sure to stop in and see what's new. We got a lot of basic seeds, among other things. I keep my nose to my work, no distractions. Do you ever not work? It's a great thing about this place. There's never not any work to do. See, they set up this bulletin board right outside a shop. Yeah, it's a community board. Every single farm sim game that I can think of that is like this community improvement sort of a background, like Fields of Mystery, like Stardew Valley, also has a community request board, and I think that also amplifies your like it gives you reason to keep going into the town. And in the end game, it can kind of feel like, well, what's my point in playing this game anymore? I've been playing forever. I've unlocked however many quests. Keep doing the people quests, because it's also one of the best ways to build up your relationships with them. Alright. Do. Such a majestic bum. Ugh, there's dandelions everywhere. Bucket. I can't axe the wooden bucket, but it's shiny. That's confusion. Yes, the dandelions. Be gone! Interesting is that there were coins. Get away. Interesting that there were coins in there. I got a green root seed. So, sometimes when you're just harvesting out, you will get seeds not always related to the plant that you are harvesting, but I believe that it randomly generates between what is a seasonal, like forage almost type of crop, or a low level crop. Yo, the beach is nasty. Got some seaweed, a clam. That's just the shell. I always search the trash. Look into it now. Woo, I got a worm.
Nah, I'm just a worm.
There is a lot of wood on the beach. I'm gonna have to come back and do some chopping. Now there's shiny boxes down there, but it wouldn't let me do the shiny thing of wood earlier, so what do? I'm gonna try again. Oh, nope. I'm just gonna... Another quiet day. Give. Oh! I hit it with a scythe? What? Okay. Let me... No, it didn't work. It did. I just missed it. Rupert, New to these docks, ain't you? I ain't never seen you before. Farmers, good to meet you. I'm Rupert and I fish. Yeah, you are fishing, Grandpa, and I can fish with you any day. But right now, I'm gonna scythe out these boxes. I want to free the crab people from their prison. Nathaniel, be gone. I will get all of the shiny things. I will destroy them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope. Okay, yes, there are the stairs. Okay, bucket. I destroyed bucket? Yes! Ooh! That gave me a wood plank. Better than just a log. It gave me a straight up wood plank. I'm gonna go get the wood planks over here now. There we go. I think those are new. I don't think that was available to do when I was playing last. More dandelions and an apple and another apple. The fruit trees, the ones that are just growing in the town, are also a really good way to get your income kind of skyrocketed in the beginning and have a good source of, like, materials to eat should you get into combat. Hey neighbor, I'm Dr. Wernhardt. You look plenty healthy to me, but come see me if you're feeling under the weather. I'm Night Owl. You can call me Wernhardt if you don't want to call me Doctor, but really I don't mind. Okay, Doctor. I don't have a gift for you today, I'm sorry. But you're very nice. I appreciate how nice you are. Okay, get rid of the more dandelions because for some reason these dandelions are filled with coins. No, I'm not talking to you, Nathaniel. Nuh-uh. These destroyed coins! Yucky green juice! What the hell? Oh, you got a berry. A nondescript, legally distinct berry. Giuseppe? I heard we're getting a new neighbor. Welcome to Sunhaven. My name's Giuseppe. What an interesting name. I'm Night Owl. You think so? I come from another town. It sounds like you come from France. Topi? Topi? And I'm trying to talk to... That's... I'm trying to... No, you're Topi. So then you're Pod. Hi, stranger. You a farmer? Magic red lady? That is what I'm calling her from now on. You tried to steal my name, you little shite. Okay. Let's see here. We've got wood planks that are ready. Delightful. Delightful. Collecting more and making more so I can make another chest probably. I don't think there's anything else I should prioritize making at this moment. But that's what we're gonna work towards. And those big ones, I cannot chop until I upgrade my axe. It's typical with these farm sim games. There's gonna be resources that you can initially tear down and just mow through. And like third or second level resources that you can only get rid of if you upgrade your tools. Typically to like the second or third level of upgrades. The first level of upgrades are not gonna be enough. Nar, nar, nar. Chop the tree, I'll keep chopping the tree. Logs, mana orbs, and spring tokens abound. Level 5 exploration. I'm too locked in to do my skill tree. Hold on, I'm in chop mode, chop mode. to go to bed. If I'm not in bed by midnight, we pass out. That is what's different about Sunhaven. Stardew Valley and Fields of Mystria, you have to be in bed by 2 a.m. Sunhaven is midnight. You get the warning at 10 p.m. and then you better be in your bed. I would like to sleep. Thank you very much for asking. I sleep straight through the night. Delightful. I got a good amount for my first day. Or my second day.